Alright, I just want to do a quick lesson on market profile on gold today, okay? So just kind of help you understand what to do in a breakout or breakdown situation. Either way, you're breaking out of an area, either low value or high value. Now check this out. This is the beginning of today. So start up here. So this is the high, and you would say around here would be the low. We just broke that low, but I'm going to get into that in just a second. Look at the low value area here. This is a 3-hour period. This is another 3-hour period. They actually both line up, right? So that's pretty strong. There's a strong area that should have shown support. But if a support or resistance line gets tested several times, in this case it was 1, 2, and let's say a third time here, right? Well, it's gonna break it eventually, and you see this thing is actually starting to move down even more. Now if you go to the left over here, at the end of the day on Friday, that was another area of support, right? Where it bounced, came down at the end of the day, and ended up closing here. Well, we broke below it, right? And this was actually a close, a 5-minute bar close below this low value area. All you do, just like every other breakout scenario, wait for it to come back and retest, right? And then you sell right here, okay? At 56.3 would have been your sell anywhere in this area. It went up as high as 56.9. So 56.3, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ticks against you. But we do 13 tick stops in these, right? 13 to 15 tick stop maximum. So you would have had some room up here, right? If it went against you to tell if you were wrong. Now, look what happened after that. 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes later now, and now I'm making this video. We already moved down at 56.3, let's say 55.3, 54.3, 53.3, that's 30 ticks already, right? Going to 40 ticks. 30 ticks in 15 minutes, guys. Okay, one contract, that's $300. Now, where do you exit at? Well, you can look to your left over here. You can see there's a low value area. So you always look to your left and say, what's the most recent value areas? Well, here's the low value area right here at 1153.2. Look at the crosshairs. Go all the way to the right and tell me where that first within the first 15 minutes after it dropped down, where it hit. Right here. Look. Right there. It hit that target, didn't it? It just happened to line up. But look at there's support here because it came up, bounced, shot up, right? The support here before, came up, bounced, shot up, and look all the way back here, right? Came up, bounced right here at this line, and shot up. So you know that there's some support here. So if it comes down to that area, it might bounce. So what do? You take profit if you sold up here. So from here to here, you could have made some profit right there, and that would have been about 30 ticks, okay? So $300 per contract, right there. 10 contracts, that's $3,000, guys. Just like that in 15 minutes, and you could be done for the day. And that's how you trade market profile, okay? It's as simple as that. If you're wrong, you're wrong, but you're only risking 13 to 15 ticks to make 30 plus, okay? I would have let my runners run because it finally broke out of this area, and there's potential for this thing to drop even more. And I'll look at these areas down here as support, at the 51 and probably at the 50, okay? Remember what I told you, once gold moves, it really moves. So this thing might really move to the downside here. Just showing you guys how that works, okay? So just wanted to really show that real quickly. And if you're still in this trade right now, you are still making money. You're still making money, guys. So you just go back and go, okay, where are my next support areas? Well, let's look at this line here and possibly all the way down to here. At the 50 to 49, this looks like a pretty strong support area right here. Because as price was kind of coming up, look where it kind of consolidated. Right there. Consolidated right here, right? Broke out of it, bounced at the top of this box, shot up. Came down to the top of this box, bounced. Came into the box, bounced. Came into the box again, bounced. Where do you think it's going to bounce initially? If it goes here one more time. That's right. It's going to hit that and probably bounce or go into it. And at that point, we just need to see if this thing breaks below here. If If it breaks below here, we look for it to come back up and retest this area, right? The support area that will become resistance if it breaks through, and then you short it again. And you just line it up with market profile as it's being developed, and that's how you're going to trade that, okay? So you got to understand price action, you got to understand where support and resistance areas are and how to draw them in and all that. But if you got that down, and we just made 40 ticks off of that move right there from where you shorted it at 56.3, 55.3, 54.3, 53.3, 52.3, 40 ticks, guys, just like that. And look at that market profile level. Go all the way left. Where's your next lower market profile level? Right there. Right? Next one will be here. These are your targets, guys. Pretty simple, right? Alright, well, I just want to cover that real quick. Hope you guys learned something right there. Just use it as an example. And as you start developing, you get an eye for it. And it takes some time, but use it. Try to trade with paper money, right? And see what happens. But you gotta, in this case, you had to kind of let this stuff establish, right? You had to kind of see this stuff establish. At this point, you know, you would wait for price to maybe come all the way up here. Whoops. Wait for price to come up here, and then you might want to short it because we're now in a downtrend. Now we're moving, okay? If it reverses all the way back up here, the first time test, you might want to sell. If it goes up here and then breaks above it, holds it, and then comes down, then you might want to buy. It's as simple as that. Alright, with that said, I'm Joe. I hope you guys learned a lot off of this quick video. If you have any questions, let me know. Keep learning, keep trading, and let's make lots of money in the market. Okay, guys? Alright, talk to you guys soon.